Hey, so I'm Justin Robb of LITZ, and I'm going to talk about my guitars and my amp, pedal board. First, start with the guitars. This is my main squeeze right here. This is my PRS S2 semi-hollow body, custom 22. It's awesome. It's got a big fat sound. I like it a lot. Stays in tune real well. The pickups are like kind of flat, so it's really nice that you can get the amp dials and the sound really well. I used it for most of the new album too. Over here we have Old Faithful. This is a Eric Johnson Strat, one of the older ones with the maple neck. As you can clearly see, I've beat it up real well. Got some nice gashes all around it. It's an awesome guitar though. I like the Strat. I can't play it live all the time. It's a little erratic, but this is a really cool guitar. It's got a nice neck.
One of the only Strats that I've actually liked. You had it at my house for months.
Yeah, I forgot it at a show a while back. That would have been awful to have lost that forever. But yeah, this good guy got it back for me. He got his DNA all over it, so now I'm a better guitar player. Over here we have a Music Man Axis from 2013, I believe. A nice custom green color. I thought that was cool. These are the old Eddie Van Halen custom guitars from the 90s. If you didn't know, I'm a Van Halen nut. Really thin, smooth neck. It's kind of cool. I don't use it very much anymore, but it's cool to have around the house. The Floyd Rose is fun. So those are the guitars. On to the amplifier. This is Chris Lee's head right here. This is something I wished I had for a while. Sounds great. This is mine right here, though. This is the Bogner Ecstasy 101B with the tweed front. Yeah, you can get the settings if you want. Don't steal them. Don't write them down. That's secret information right there. This amp is ridiculous. I'm still kind of getting used to it. There's so many options on it. You can get into plexi mode and whatever. I know the gear nerds probably know all about plexis and whatnot. But the amp, it's really beefy. You can even see on my settings before. I didn't have a whole lot of bass or mids, but it's still got a lot of beef to it and a lot of sustain. It's really raw sound. I like it a lot. It can get anything from a modern sound to an old school sound with all the, what's it called? The excursion options you have and everything. There's just endless options, from getting it to sound like a clean as a Fender to as dirty as the highest gain Marshall you've ever heard. It's ridiculous. And I run that through a cab. It's just an orange cabinet with the stock vintage 30 speakers. I got that a long time ago, Old Faithful cabinet.
You were playing a Marshall before, right?
I was playing a Marshall before, and that got stolen from me, and I don't have it now. And I still love Marshall amplifiers, but this came to me. It just came. It's a big upgrade. I could barely afford it. It came at a good price though, so I had to do it on principle alone there. I still miss the Marshall though. Whoever has it, screw you. But don't steal people's gear. It's not cool. If you'll notice too, actually on the guitars, I forgot to point this out too. I take off the back plates on all my guitars. I like the way it sounds better. It's got like a much bigger ring to it. It's on all of them. The Music Man's off too. Yeah, I think so at least. And I have 5 springs in here because I play 11 gauge strings on this, so I needed the extra springs. It's 3 different guitars, 3 different string sets. There's 11s on here. There's 9s on the Axis because of the Floyd Rose. You can't really go with thicker strings really without it. The tremolo, you can, but with the tremolo, it just doesn't feel right. You got to add more springs, and then the dive bombs aren't fun, man. It's no good. And then on the Fender, I have the 10s. It's more higher tension guitar, so I like the way the 10s feel. I don't think I could ever put thicker strings. Right now, I'm using the Paul Reed Smith the most. The Fender's kind of making a comeback right now. I've been using this a lot too. They're just switch off on them. I like the
fret wraps.
Yeah, the fret wraps are cool. Yeah, these are Groove Gear fret wraps. They're really cool for if you're playing something fast and you're kind of sloppy. And or tapping, sweeping. It helps a lot with that.
I'm going to be using them in the studio.
Yeah, in the studio they help a lot. Honestly, live, I kind of forget they're even there, and they just kind of slide off. And that's the cool thing about them, too. You can have it all the way up here, and if you're playing a lick real quick, you can just, your hand will slide it off. You don't even know it's there. So it's kind of cool. Helps you out. A little gimmicky, but, I dig them, too, man. That's the amps and guitars.
Man, let's move on to the pedals here.
Pedals. All right. I'm back to the pedals. So down here, my guitar goes right out. I guess we should start with the board itself. This is an interesting board. It's made by a company called Pedal Pad. They're out in the Midwest, I think Kansas or something. I don't know if you can see the logo up front, but it's there. It's really cool though. It's just got like a lid that folds right over it. So this is just like a giant suitcase. I love it. There's an underneath storage compartment where I keep all like the power cables and all. And I've still managed to keep it really, really sloppy. So that's my fault. Yeah, but it's I'm working on it. We start with the tuner, of course. Nothing to say there. It's just a tuner. That goes into my wah pedal, which is a full tone Clyde wah. These are modeled off the old Vox wahs. They're really nice. I like that a lot. I had this Matthew Zuckerman Noise Kick Effects, modded it and put these nice blue LEDs on it. It's just the standard. So
That's badass.
yeah, I love that. If you ever want to get your pedals modded or buy some cool effects, Noise Kick Effects is the guy right out of Baltimore. He's cool. That goes into my compressor, I believe, is next. Or actually, I might have gotten that flip-flop. The compressor is probably first, and then the wah. This is the Wampler Ego compressor. I know you might have been oogling over that earlier. I tried out so many compressors, didn't understand them, was like, I don't get this concept at all. And then I tried this one, and I was like, okay, that's pretty neat. Kind of pricey, but it's the most durable pedal I've had. Nothing's ever gone wrong.
Compressor, they all sound bad.
Yeah, yeah. And I honestly, the Keeley 4 knob was one I didn't get to try. I didn't have it where I was at. I heard that one's good, but didn't try it. So this is the one that ended up on my board. Love it. Then my flashback delay is the next thing, and then this is the TC Electronic 4X flashback. Tap tempo. You get the Soar 3 channels. Comes with a little looper on it. It's okay. And you also have the tone print option where you have 4 tone print bases. That's pretty cool. It'll remember, if you flash a tone print there, it'll remember your settings. So it's really like 7 preset delays. It's kind of ridiculous. And it all sounds pretty good. That goes through loop 1 of, this is my Loopmaster loop pedal here. So I have everything stationed to one thing, so I don't have to tap dance all over my board. That gets annoying.
I like that.
Yep, that's annoying. This also has a true bypass on it, so at any point something's not working or whatever, I just want to get clean right to the amp sound, bypass, and I'm going to go right from guitar cable to guitar. Well, the tuner will still be in that, but just guitar there. Loop 2, my pink one. This is my Phase 90, the good old Eddie Van Halen custom pedal here. This is a cool pedal. It has the script option up here too. Just a basic phaser, 1 knob, easy. That's all you need. Next one here is the TC Electronic Corona Chorus. That also has the tone print option, so that's pretty cool. Gives you a really nice sound. I like that Police Andy Summers tone, so that's where I got that set for. Next one is the Super Shifter Boss PS5. That's like the Humphreys McGee pedal, I call it. Yeah. It is the Humphreys pedal if I want to go into Humphreys mode. It sounds really cool for clean stuff, especially if you do delay stuff. It's just really quick little stuff, you know.
It's funny, I have that too, but you can do so much with it, but I only use it for that 1 octave up setting.
That's the only thing I use it for too. I think it's the only thing it's useful for. And for practicing, honestly. I use it for practice in the other octaves, but never live because it's just, I don't know. I don't like to depend on that thing to have the right notes after me. The last thing I have is the Eddie Van Halen custom flanger. This is cool too because it has that old Unchained setting right there. So that's cool because I can dial that in. And although we never play that song and never will, I love that setting. I love to mess around with it at home. It's cool.
Good, you're playing some Van Halen songs tonight.
We are playing some Van Halen songs tonight, yes. So that's my pedal board. It's really simple. And then this was the Bodner foot switch right here. This was just nothing special, really. It is kind of... it is kind of cool because there's 3 channels on the amp, whatever, and the clean boost is cool. It like dirties up your sound a little bit. It's nice. The effects loop, of course. Amps having effects loops are nice. Matthew Zuckerman, I just ordered a pedal from him, a SpongeBob custom pedal. It's just a little clean boost, but it looks like SpongeBob. Sponge Boost pedal pants. And that's going to be going through my effects loop, and it's just going to, when solos come in, I need a little extra drive or extra volume. Boop. There we go. And these boosts are just gain boosts. They're not really volume boosts. They don't do a whole lot. Except for on this one, it gives you a little gain. So it's kind of nice. It gives you like a crunch sound rather than the clean when you're on the clean channel. So it gives me I have so many options on stage without having any distortion pedals or any altering stuff like that. I have so many options with this Bodner amp. But anyway, that's my rig. I'm Justin Robb of LITZ. Chris Lee is the one videotaping. Thank you so much, Chris Lee. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys around.